And now I'd like to introduce Ben Hancock, Managing Director of Oscar Acoustics. And Ben's going to explain how Oscar Acoustics' new HQ exemplifies the company's commitment to workplaces that are designed to attract employees back into the office. Ben.
Hi, I'm here to discuss how our spray-applied acoustic finishes can help create the perfect social workplace. Workplace design is seeing its second dramatic evolution since 2020, with the brief from employers and landlords being bring employees back to the office. It doesn't stop there. Small local businesses also depend on lunchtime trade, and if the economy is to right itself, we must succeed. As a result, a new niche of consultant was born that specializes in this very thing and calls themselves things like human capital specialists, office experience architects, and workplace change management specialists. This sea change is great and is a perfect opportunity for designs to run wild whilst putting the employee at the center of it. And these consultants aren't just out to make things look pretty. The very best are digging deep into the science of what makes us tick, embracing the human need to be social whilst balancing this with optimal conditions for productivity. Genuinely exciting times. And those who've heard me speak before will know acoustics play a huge part in the health of a building's occupants, with excessive noise now being linked by scientists to an increase in stroke, heart disease, diabetes, as well as the better known issues like tinnitus. According to our previous studies of noise in the workplace, employers and managers rarely knew this and sometimes didn't care. These studies also indicate that whilst employees also weren't always aware of the health implications, they were subconsciously voting with their feet, presented with the post-COVID option of home working. Through this period, due to the success of our spray-applied acoustic finishes, Oscar Acoustics had to find bigger premises. For various reasons, this was extremely difficult to find the right building in the correct location. When an empty acre plot of land came up for sale near Rochester, I naively jumped at the chance. This has given us a clean sheet in order to build a purpose-built facility that doubles as our new HQ and also a show home for all of our products. Adopting what I've learned from my 20 years with my family's company, I set out to practice what I've been preaching. Collaborating with an old uni friend, Richard Barron, and his practice Urban and Rural, we set out to design a 16,000 square foot storage facility, office and social hub that employees wanted to be in. Our main contractor, WW Martin, and project manager, BH Project Management, were all superb. They were a pleasure to work with. Our strategy for this was firstly to make it look pretty. Despite being a new build, I had a firm vision of having a Manhattan loft feel or old converted factory with hints of Art Deco throughout. Secondly, the acoustics had to be first class. Doubling as a show home for our customers to visit, sometimes with their clients, every area has a different Sonar spray finish. There are also lots of fun details throughout, and the staff are actually still discovering them months after moving in. After the grand opening party, I saw lots of LinkedIn posts by our customers taking selfies with the pelican in the downstairs toilets and the peacock in the upstairs. Even the ceilings in the toilets have our exceptionally smooth acoustic plaster finish running into our Oscar EvoBlade knife edge trim, making a 40mm thick ceiling appear elegant and wafer thin. All this leads to a perfect, relaxing and calm space when we want it to be. By that, I mean the third part of the brief was for it to be a perfect networking and party pad. This is being achieved by installing a great sound system using beautiful Les Paul LP8 speakers throughout. In the lobby, we've even put up an 8x4 ear sculpture that's carved from a 300mm thick layer of compressed Sonar spray, assisting in low frequency absorption. Due to the success of the opening party, we now plan to run an annual industry networking event in support of the Heart of Kent Hospice, in addition to our staff only events as well. Breakout spaces have been designed to encourage casual meetings or to create that water cooler social moment. The main office area is open plan, but with a Class A layer of sonar spray, reverberation within the space is better than a carpeted living room. With no unwanted reverberation buzzing around our heads, we've been able to introduce relaxing birdsong being played through the sound system. It was important to me to have a private space of my own where I could hold sensitive HR meetings or present webinars like this. So I have soundproof bifold doors as and when required. Most of the time, though, these remain open so I can be part of the collaborative atmosphere. Anywhere there's a webcam, I've also made sure there's a well-presented background. The doors behind me now are 170 years old and were recovered from a house that was destroyed by an earthquake in Gujarat, India. Our main contractor, W.W. Martin, was very relieved when I told them that they were for art purposes only and they didn't need to get them through building control. We also have an outside area that's soon to be for lunchtime picnics, socializing, and also yoga classes. The weekends are Oscars with Music Fridays. So from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m, the music goes up and the alcohol-free beers come out. We're very proud to announce that the scheme has also been awarded the Green Plaque and achieved an A+ EPC rating, defined as net zero CO2 emissions, and also improves on buildings of a similar nature. Electricity is offset by 164 square meters of large roof-mounted PV panels, which enable us to run the building, charge cars, and still put huge amounts of energy back into the grid. The plan is to install batteries to harvest energy over the weekends as we draw closer to the autumn and there's less sun. We had some great feedback as well from the Green Plaque assessors. This innovative development that sets high specification standards, it effectively and efficiently considers the new building's environmental performance and reflects how best to practically implement the project's sustainability elements in its design and construction process. Sometimes a project comes along that just ticks all the boxes. Though the Green Plaque assessment is not simply about describing exemplar developments, this one really is quite exciting and just shows what can be achieved when the commitment, enthusiasm, and expertise is there. The use of our own products throughout the building also assisted in us receiving the Green Plaque. One of our USPs is that our spray products are made from fire-rated recycled paper and water-based adhesives, achieving full marks for our part of the BREEAM rating, LEED, SCAR, Living Building Challenge, so there's nothing within the products on the red list, and Cradle to Cradle as well. So our journey to net zero started some years ago by working towards and then becoming ISO 14001 certified. Having got the bug for it, we continued to make changes and are very proud to announce that Oscar Acoustics is now independently certified as being carbon neutral as a company. And this is for our entire operation, including the transportation of all of our products. Emissions of products used within public spaces are just as important. So they're all M1 classified as a low emitting building material. California Department of Public Health compliant, that seems to be creeping in over here for some reason. Green Guard, and we get the gold certification for that. And then you've got BREEAM and LEEDs versions as well. Another one of our USPs is our new Oscar Acoustics Sonar Spray Training Academy, where potential sprayers spend their time studying and taking exams before being allowed into the top secret practical training room. This means that they're experts by the time they get on site and not practicing on your project. The feedback from all the staff and guests has been everything I hoped for. So I'd like to say a big thanks to all those involved. The result is very happy staff that enjoy coming to work. Here's some of us picking up the Subcontractor of the Year at the most recent National Building Awards. So please do book a tour to come and see us, and all our finishes in situ. We're near Rochester in Kent, about half an hour from London on the train, and we've also got plenty of parking as well. By all means, bring your clients, as it's often makes it easier for them to imagine what their project would look like, rather than looking at a sample close up in a box. And don't forget, we've got great coffee as well. Thank you very much.